Stephen Toschlog, executive chef here at Walla Walla Steak Co here in Walla Walla. Today we're going to be making an heirloom tomato and burrata toast. What I really like about this dish is the fresh tomatoes we get from Frog Hollow and the bread that we're using from Graze. All right, let's get to it. Alrighty, let's kind of go over these ingredients a little bit. We're going to use some bread from Graze, local sandwich shop here that we've kind of seen grown in the past few years into a regionally supplier of both bread and sandwiches. And then these really nice Frog Hollow Farms tomatoes from right over here in town. Very nice, very juicy, very bright heirloom tomatoes right here from the valley that supply the whole state and the whole region, as well as some burrata cheese. Burrata cheese is simply a fresh mozzarella ball filled with stracciatella and cream. What I first like to do is cut these tomatoes and let them dry out a little bit. So we're gonna cut these, some thin slices here, a couple slices of each. And also what we're gonna wanna do is season these with just a little bit of salt, just so we get all those really nice flavors out of them. I really like these Aninas Noir with this nice red color, green color. They look great on a plate, they taste great. Next, cut a nice thick slice of bread here. Oh, another thing I would suggest with this is if you don't have an extremely sharp knife, especially for these tomatoes, a little tip might be to use a serrated knife. All right, let's take this over to the kitchen and get it all toasted and make the pesto. All right, for the toast, some extra virgin olive oil, a little bit of sea salt, and then we'll go right under the flat top. So for the pesto, 4 ounces of basil, and that's by weight, not by volume. Half a cup of Parmesan cheese, 2 tablespoons of pine nuts, 2 whole cloves of garlic, squeeze of a half a lemon, 1 cup of extra virgin olive oil, and 2 teaspoons of kosher salt. Now we're just gonna blend that until it's completely smooth. When you're doing this, you'll probably blend it for about 30 seconds. All right, we're back. Got our bread toasted. We've got our pesto made, put into a squeeze bottle here. Let's go ahead and assemble this thing. Start with our burrata first. I like to cut it on the top just slightly and then spread it out with a fork. Spread that out over the whole piece of toast the best you can. A little bit of flaky salt on there. Really light drizzle of olive oil on that. Pretty good amount of this pesto. Then we'll start with our tomatoes. I like to do 1 of each tomato. So I go with Aninas Noir, and the beefsteak, and then the Woodle Orange. Kind of press those down just a little bit. We're gonna finish that with another little drizzle of olive oil on top. A little more flaky salt. And then we're gonna cut this and we're gonna go ahead and plate it. And then we're gonna serve this with a little bit of arugula salad. Real simple, real fresh, real clean. Just a little bit of olive oil and a little bit of lemon juice on that. Some olive oil, a little lemon juice, a little bit of salt. What I really like about this dish is the local ingredients. We've partnered with Frog Hollow Farm here for a long time, a big provider of heirloom tomatoes, as well as a lot of other vegetables all over not just the valley, but the state of Washington and the region. They do tomatoes, they do a ton of herbs, which we'll use here to garnish this in a second. Cucumbers, in the fall they do a variety of squash. They're known for their honey nut squash, all kinds of stuff, and they have a really nice little shop out there that kids can go play with the animals and feed animals, and they do you pick tomatoes in the fall. It's just a really nice place. Also, we're focusing on the bread here from Graze, local shop here in town. So I just want to finish this. We're going to use some of these a couple basil tops that Amy from Frog Hollow brought out yesterday, as well as some of these pansies that one of our cooks grows here right on our patio. Nice little bit of color there. Fresh, summer, local, beautiful. Yeah, so there you have it. Heirloom tomato and burrata toast with Frog Hollow Farms tomato and Graze bread. Super simple to do if you'd like to do it at home, or come in and get it here. We'll have it all month.